Welcome to my video of our fantastic trip to Arizona in late July 2023 to visit Veronica and Garry. The day after we arrived, we started a 6-day whirlwind tour of some parks, monuments, and attractions. Veronica and Garry did all of the planning and even made the hotel reservations for us. They did a terrific job. Garry did all of the driving that ended up being more than 1,300 miles. Thank you, Garry. I also want to thank Veronica for allowing me to sit in the front passenger seat so that I could take video clips and photos. Videography has been a hobby of mine since 1991, and I have always used camcorders until now. On this trip, I decided to use my new Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra smartphone. I took all of the video in 4K mode at 30 frames per second. Vicky used her new Galaxy S23 to take lots of photos and some video clips. I took my Panasonic camcorder along as a backup, but never used it. We took more than 2,000 video clips and photos totaling about 4.5 hours. I condensed it down to about an hour and a half video. Our 6-day trip covered parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. Most of the stops were in Arizona. We began our trip on July 26th and drove to Petrified Forest National Park and the Painted Desert. On July 27th, we visited the Hubbell Trading Post and Canyon de Chelly. July 28th was a busy day. We visited Monument Valley, Four Corners Monument, Mesa Verde National Park, and then drove to Durango, Colorado. On July 29th, we rode round trip on the Durango and Silverton Narrow Gauge Railroad. On July 30th, we had a long drive of more than 300 miles to visit Wupatki National Monument, Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument, and Walnut Canyon National Monument. On July 31st, we visited the Out of Africa Wildlife Park and then drove home. We spent a lot of our trip driving through the Navajo Nation. The Navajo Nation is a reservation that occupies portions of northeastern Arizona, northwestern New Mexico, and southeastern Utah. The reservation was established in 1868 and is roughly 27,000 square miles in size. It is the largest land area held by a Native American tribe in the U.S. The nation's official enrollment is about 399,000, although only a little over half of the tribal members live inside the reservation. The Chelly Power Plant is a 1.02 gigawatt coal power plant near Joseph City, Arizona. The plant is jointly owned by Arizona Public Service and Pacificorp. The plant began operations in 1962. Phytosaurs are the most commonly found vertebrate at Petrified Forest. They were similar to modern crocodiles. Petrified Forest National Park is in northeastern Arizona. It gets its name from the trees that have, over millions of years, turned to stone due to fossilization. Much of the petrified forest formed from tall trees called conifers. It grew over 200 million years ago near waterways. The Painted Desert is located in the Four Corners area of the Southwest, running from near the east end of Grand Canyon National Park and southeast into Petrified Forest National Park. It is known for its brilliant and varied colors. These include the more common red rock, but also shades of lavender. It was named by a Spanish expedition under Francisco Vasquez de Coronado during his 1540 quest to find the 7 cities of Cibola. What are you buying?
2 rings.
Oh, okay.
My grandson. Their grandson made these.
Ah. The Hubbell Trading Post National Historic Site is located on Highway 191 north of Chambers, Arizona. It is considered a meeting ground of 2 cultures, the Navajo Indians and the settlers, who came to the area to trade. The location was declared a National Historic Landmark in 1960.
Yeah. Vicky, wait.
No, but the 8 has more space.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. The shorter the number, the wider is.
Yeah, the wider the opening.
Yeah.
Whoops. Hi.
Hello, how are you? We're sitting back here looking at the scenery, just having a good old time.
Good. Almost there.
Almost.
Canyon de Chelly National Monument is located in northeastern Arizona on Navajo tribal lands. The name Chelly is a Spanish borrowing of the Navajo word segui, which means rock canyon. The monument is nearly 84,000 acres in size. It is entirely owned by the Navajo Tribal Trust of the Navajo Nation. The sandstone-walled canyon's prominent features include Spider Rock Spire, which is about 800 feet tall, and towering sandstone cliffs surrounding a canyon with lots of vegetation. Monument Valley is a red sand desert region on the Arizona-Utah border. It is known for the towering sandstone buttes of Monument Valley Navajo Tribal Park. The park has frequently been used as a filming location for Western movies. This valley once formed part of a seafloor where sediments and sandstone piled up in layers for millions of years. The Four Corners Monument marks a quadrupoint in the southwestern U.S. where the states of Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Utah meet. It is the only point in the United States shared by 4 states. The Navajo Nation maintains the monument as a tourist attraction. to Mesa Verde National Park. Mesa Verde National Park is in southwest Colorado. It's known for its well-preserved ancestral Puebloan cliff dwellings. The park covers an area of about 52,000 acres and is home to over 4,700 known archaeological sites, including 600 cliff dwellings. The cliff dwellings were used as homes and ceremonial sites by the Puebloan people. The Cliff Palace is the largest and most famous cliff dwelling in Mesa Verde National Park. It has over 150 individual rooms and more than 20 rooms that were used for religious rituals. The palace was crafted of sandstone, wooden beams, and mortar. Most of the Cliff Palace was built between 1260 and 1280 AD. House of Many Windows is a small cliff dwelling perched on a 10-foot wide ledge in Cliff Canyon. Its many windows are actually doorways into rooms made of hand-shaped sandstone rock. House of Many Windows is comprised of 15 rooms. This cliff dwelling might have been home to an ancestral Pueblo family in the 1200s. Hemingway House is perched on a remote cliff in Soda Canyon. It was built in the 1200s. The cliff dwelling has 26 rooms and was part of the larger balcony house community. It was named for Mary Tillotson Hemingway, who funded the first scientific archaeological expedition in the Southwest. She never visited Mesa Verde, but she helped protect ancestral Pueblo sites throughout the region. We're going to the La Hacienda Mexican restaurant for dinner. Okay, Veronica.
Chicken fajita salad.
Chicken fajita salad, okay. Gary, what you got? What do you have? What is it?
I don't know. Tempequeño.
Large.
Yes.
And we got
A vegetarian burrito.
okay. All right, good. The Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railroad runs on a 3-foot wide track that travels about 45 miles along the Animas River between Durango and Silverton. The railway is a National Historic Landmark. The route originally opened in 1882 by the Denver and Rio Grande Western Railroad to transport silver and gold ore mined from the San Juan Mountains. In 1951, the train was converted to a passenger train, and in 1963 started operating mainly for tourists. The locomotives originally used coal for fuel. They have been converted to use reprocessed waste oil. Ready? We are on the Yankee Girl. First class.
Everybody here?
Oh,
Ready to go?
smile.
Yeah, go
Are
ahead.
you taking a video? Or
Yeah,
is
it's
it
video.
just whatever.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's
Okay,
do this.
let's do it.
On the round.
I would say hello and thank you
there.
very much. We're ready to go. We're ready to go. Durango to Silverton.
Good one. Pro.
Just waiting 30 minutes, then we go another 100 miles or something.
I will be cheating and reading notes and stuff. There's a lot to learn. I will also be working the coach behind us as well, so I do have about 50 where you're going, what you're looking at, and what's up ahead. I will be pointing things out to you guys along the way, but I cannot be.
Here's a fun fact. Durango is about 6,500 feet above sea level, and Silverton is about 9,300 feet above sea level. Because of this, 2 steam locomotives are required on the 2,800-foot vertical climb to Silverton, and there are 2 10-minute refueling stops. One of the engines is removed while in Silverton, and there are no refueling stops on the downhill return trip to Durango. Bears? Okay.
Bears.
Okay, good.
Somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
See?
No apple.
Oh, this is apple cobbler. Great.
Silverton is located in a remote part of the western San Juan Mountains, which is a range of the Rocky Mountains. It was established in 1873. It is a small town of about 650 full-time residents and is the county seat in San Juan County, Colorado. It is designated as a National Historic Landmark District. Silver and later gold were mined in the area. The last operating mine closed in 1992. The town now depends primarily on tourism.
Getting ready to head back to Durango.
We'll see how far I get.
Okay.
Good. This is Chris getting back on our train at Silverton to head back down to Durango.
the 30th and we're going to Sunset Crater.
Wupatki National Monument protects over 2,600 ancestral Puebloan sites 20 miles north of Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument. The monument covers an area of 56 square miles. The name Wupatki is of Hopi Indian derivation and means tall house. Wupatki Pueblo is located behind the Visitor Center. It contains 100 rooms, a tower, community room, and a ceremonial ball court. The structures were built between 1100 and 1200 AD. The home housed roughly 85 to 150 people. Sunset Crater Volcano National Monument protects 3,040 acres around the Colorado Plateau's most recent volcanic eruption. It is the youngest, least eroded cinder cone in the San Francisco volcanic field. Much of the ground surface of the monument is covered by lava flows or deep volcanic cinder deposits. The date of the eruption was about 1085 AD. The cinder cone is 1,120 feet high. In April 2022, a tunnel fire burned the entire area of the monument, although the visitor center was spared. Walnut Canyon is about 20 miles long, a quarter-mile wide, and about 400 feet deep. It got its name from the many Arizona black walnut trees that are located along the creek at the bottom of the canyon. The Sinagua Indians inhabited the cliff dwellings from about 1125 AD to 1250 AD. It's not certain as to why they left, but it may have been due to a fear of neighboring tribes or droughts. They left over 80 cliff dwellings behind. Monday, July 31st, and we're on the way to the Out of Africa Park.
Police reported ahead.
Whoops.
It's burning rubber.
Burning rubber for sure. Wow. Man, I wish I could smell that.
Wow.
Phew. Good thing you took that lane, huh? Phew.
They would have taken up
She would have taken up a bunch. Stopped, emergency stop there.
Once it cools brakes off.
Wow.
Burned the rubber on his tires.
Mm-hmm. Phew. Smell that one.
A few thousand miles off those tires.
Yeah, right. I think that guy saw him too. That cop. Wow.
Oh, it burnt too.
Yeah,
There's
fire.
Fire.
That fire there. Wow.
That's where they said there was that accident.
The Out of Africa Wildlife Park is located in Camp Verde, Arizona. It opened to the public in 2005. The park covers 104 acres and is a wildlife preserve featuring hundreds of exotic animals. There are interactive animal encounters and shows. I personally think the highlight is the African bush safari.
If anybody wants a ride in the shuttle, come on board, we'll give you a ride. Okay folks, so my name is Richard, I'm the shuttle driver here today. I'm the shuttle driver, I'm the taxi, I'm the concierge, I'm the coordinator, I'm the tour guide. I help everybody get started when they first come here out of Africa. We got some zebras over there, and here's Pilgrim, our big giraffe on the right. He's the one I told you about, he said call me, there he is. He's got his zebra buddies with him. He's 22 years old and 17 feet tall. Yeah, but he's more gray than anything. But I'm going to head up the hill here. Hill line, he's got his head sticking up in the middle right there. That one is actually the very rare Himalayan lion. Yeah, I drive by here every day, and every day I see Himalayan right there, you know. I see Himalayan in the same spot.
This is our beautiful lady, Ginger. I'll be coming back. Well, what kind of animal do you guys think Ginger is today? I heard the skunk. You guys are correct. So Ginger here, she is a striped skunk. But of course, she looks maybe just a little bit different than skunks that we might have seen out in the wild, right? Ginger here, she's this nice chocolatey color. She's a little bit of a fancy or designer skunk variety. So these guys are mainly a nocturnal animal, which means they're going to be up mainly at nighttime. That's just when they're most active. Once they gain full control, they can do a mist, they can do... Now I will say when she has to run away from a predator, she'll probably do about 2 times that, but still slow enough to probably be eaten by something bigger. So of course...
Before we get started though, just a couple of rules. First, regarding the treats that we handed out to you, these are known as acacia, and they're for feeding our giraffes. Now there are 3 ways you can feed our giraffes today. You can pinch it between your fingers like this, out in your palm like this, or if you're feeling really crazy, stick it between your lips and get a sloppy wet giraffe kiss. And show you why if you're not employed without Africa, you're not allowed to sit in these front rows. So, giraffes' tongues are 1.5 feet long. What's going on here, bud? There you go. And do you guys see what color that tongue is? Kind of purple, yeah, kind of black. That's because of a substance called melanin. It's the same substance we have in our skin. These guys actually spend 15 hours a day eating. So if they didn't have that extra melanin in their tongues, they would actually get sunburns on their tongues. You see how Timbo's going to stick his tongue out and wrap it around the tree and pull it on in. That's just called being prehensile, which just means finger-like. These guys grab onto things just like our own fingers, and they pull it back into their bodies. Alrighty, I'm just going to back these boys out. Here. He's being funny today. Anyways, we're going to back these boys out real fast. We're going to toss some distraction cookies. We're going to see if we can get on out of here. Timbo, I tossed the cookies. Okay, go. There you go, good boys. Alright. So do pardon them if they moon you. That funny position that they're doing right there. It's actually a very vulnerable position for a giraffe to be in. They do that position because their front legs are bigger than their back legs, especially. They are called the sable antelope. They will get down onto their knees, tuck their nose into their bellies, and let that line pounce right on top of those horns. may have already noticed these guys. These are our ostriches. We have Cascabel, our male with that hot pink beak, and Sriracha, our female. Sriracha is known as Sriracha for her spicy bite. So, ostriches have the largest eyes of any land animal in the world. However, can you guys tell me what the fastest land animal in the world is?
Cheetah.
A cheetah, exactly. However, these guys can run 55 miles per hour for 30 minutes. And the reason for that is they will actually forget what they're running from. They'll turn around, they'll see a lion, they'll go, oh no, and keep on running. 1 second, guys, I'm just going to grab a thing. So this is an ostrich feather. If you guys want to pass that around, you can feel how soft it is. That is from Sriracha.
Do they breed?
So yeah, these guys, they do breed. We haven't had any successful chicks. And also, baby ostriches have a very high infant mortality. Alright, as we move forward here, I'll make a little bit. However, we also have our nilgai antelope. These guys are the most common. And the reason for that is because the males, when they start bulking up with testosterone and getting older, they'll get a bluish grayish color. Our two males there, the ones with the horns, do not have that bluish grayish color because they have been castrated. So you might see one of those guys does not look like the rest. That is Kajani. He is a round antelope, R-O-A-N. Who here has a bossy older sister or a mom who runs the house. You guys can wink at me if you need a ride home later. Anyways, roans live in matriarchal societies, which means Kajani there gets bossed around by all the women in his life. And I can relate. Anyways, we're gonna keep moving on for everything. And I mean literally everything. Takes about 2 gallons of bleach and a whole lot of scrubbing to clean that thing, and it is not. What are you doing, Jimbo? Come on, bud. Come on, buddy. Alright, looks like we also have Mwenzi here. Toss. Go. Go. Good boys. Coming up on our passenger side is my coworker Armando. We also give him a big round of applause. He's helping us with our gates, making sure I don't look as...
Epic Art of the Earth is the world's largest mineral and landscape home decor gallery. It is located in the center of Cave Creek, Arizona, and is open to the public. The 10,000 square foot building contains some spectacular displays of rare and unusual minerals, gems, fossils, and pieces of jewelry, and they are for sale. Started recording. Does it change the sound at all when you move it to different places?
Not particularly. It's just about getting it to vibrate. If there's no vibration, there's no sound. And depending on the dimensions that they make the molds, like the thickness of the mold, the height, the width, it'll be different. Similar to one would of a wine glass, except unlike a wine glass, these are made of quartz crystal that has been melted into a mold at 4,000 degrees. That's the white ones are just made of quartz, where these colored ones are our gem infused molds.
I don't think they had that last time. Are they new here?
Not that I
Because I don't remember seeing the last one. That's a pleasant sound, isn't it?
Bottom.
Inside.
Yeah.
Just a thin wall of metal.
Very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
We are going to the Red Lobster in Phoenix for my 80th birthday dinner. Yeah, we bought this cheesecake at Costco for my birthday, and it's about 10 inches across and weighs 4.5 pounds.
Good luck eating it all.
It's an individual serving.
Chives, but I don't
Vicky
have
is making some alterations to Veronica's
top.
top.
There's a top. Yeah.
This is a working vacation.
And I'm very thankful for it.